Hey, how's it going? This is Tim with Guard Digital Marketing. So I got this video coming to you as promised. So I have the homepage of the website pulled up, which we'll look at here in just a second. One of the first things I always like to go over is a Google search engine here, first page here. So I went ahead and I typed in roofing Wichita, KS or Kansas. So, this is what I consider a buyer intent keyword, which is typically going to be some type of service attached to a location. So somebody within Wichita trying to find a roofing company to do, a roof replacement or repair, a hailstorm just came through, something like that. They need a roofing service done. This is something very similar that they would type in to find a company to do that for them. Now, again, this is where you want to rank within Google so that these people can find you, right? Now, the first page is where you want to rank, and you can do that in 3 different ways. One of the first ways, of course, is just doing a Google ad. Now, these Google guarantees are typically fairly high to convert. They do get quite a few clicks. One of the main reasons is just because, being right up here front and center. So not a bad way to be on a first page, especially if you want, quick ROI. Now, there are better ways to do it, and that is organically. Now, you can do that through the Google Map Pack here or the organic listings. Now, this Google Map Pack is great because you can rank your Google business profile within here, and you do get a lot of clicks within here, being within these top 3. Okay. Now, of course, you have to have a Google business profile created and verified through Google, and then you need to optimize it out. Start getting a bunch of great reviews like these companies up here, posting a bunch of great pictures and other things within there as well, and just building it out to be the best Google business profile that it can be. And what that does is it grants power to it to be able to rank within your area. Okay. Now, again, this is huge because, again, with even seeing these great reviews like we're seeing here, um, why would anybody else hit this more businesses button or even scroll down within here, right? So, a great place to be. Now, also, the other best place to be is going to be this organic listing itself. Now, typically, the better within this top, 1 through 5. And Roden is definitely going to be your top competitor when it comes to Wichita area because they're the top within the map pack and they're the top within the organic listings. Okay. So we're going to look at them when it comes to the comparison of the websites. Now, for your website, one of the things I always want to look at is content when it comes to a website, more specifically on the homepage. Now, other reasons too, we want to make sure it flows nice, it's not glitchy, and it's not something that if somebody clicked on, they're instantly going to click away. In this case, they want it. And I really like your logo. I like the green and orange. They play very well off each other. So you really have a great logo that we need to get in front of people, right? We need to be able to get this website in front of people. That's the whole point of having a website. Now, why I say content is so crucial on the homepage is because Google has a sweet spot when it comes to content on an entire website, but more specifically on a homepage. And that is being 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on the homepage alone. Now, this is our major piece of content here. So as we can see when we scroll down and up, we're fairly light, right, when it comes to the total amount of content that we should have on the homepage. Not something detrimental, but it definitely needs to be optimized here to make sure that you have the correct amount of content, which in return leads you to have the proper amount of buyer intent keywords within your website too, so that people can actually find you. Okay. Now, next thing I always do for comparisons. Okay. Now, this is a paid program I use called Ahrefs. It gives me a great dashboard and numbers here that allows me to do simple comparisons in a quick amount of time. All right. Now, these first 2 numbers that we're seeing here are a DR and a UR rating for your website. These are power and trust rating that Google gives to every website. And first one is for the entire website. The second one, UR, is for the homepage alone. Okay. So these are ranked out of 100. So as we can tell, practically no power or trust for your website when it comes to Google at this point in time. Now, how do you build that up? Well, you do that through these backlinks that come from these referring domains, okay? Because Google is a popularity contest. So the more websites you have pointing fingers at your website, the better. So you got to build these out. Now, make sure, of course, that they're coming from websites that already have power and trust within Google so they have more credibility and gain more power and trust within your website. Okay. Now, with that being said, even if you do that, you still only have 5 keywords within your website that you're ranking for. So again, you need to build out your website to have a lot more keywords so that people can actually find you. I would think for a roofing company within Kansas or Wichita, Kansas, you should probably have somewhere within the range of about 50 keywords when it comes to roofing alone. So something I would look in there as well. If you did all of that and started to build this power and trust within Google, you would definitely start bringing in traffic, which right now, you're probably averaging anywhere from 0 to 5 people coming into the website every month, conservatively there. Now, I went ahead and I threw road and roofing into the same program, right? As we can see, their power and trust rankings right off the bat are considerably higher. Still not super hard to beat if you put time and effort into doing it, right? So you can see just the sheer amount of backlinks from these referring domains that they built out. Now, they also have a lot of keywords within their website too. So it's making me think, I haven't really looked at their website too hard. They may have a blog embedded within here, which gives them more keywords so more people can find them. Now, if you look at all this being said, they're bringing in almost 1,000 people per month to the website. So that shows you just alone here what you're missing out on and the possibilities that if you do this whole website and Google thing correctly and at a high standard, and you can do it much higher than how these guys have done it, the amount of traffic that you can bring in. So obviously this grants your company a lot of possibilities to be able to grow it at an exponential rate. So I normally like to keep these videos between 7 and 8 minutes, so we're running about there, so we can go ahead and cut it short. There's definitely some information that you can use within here for your benefit. On my end, I'd love to hear some feedback from you. Did you love the video? Did you hate it? So on and so forth. And then, of course, if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out. You can do that, whether it be an email, a phone call, or a text. I just wanted to say thank you once again, and I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to watch the video.